Hey, it's HighTechDad, and today we're taking a look at the Cleantech UVC air purifier. So it's a pretty small air purifier, and it's got a HEPA filter built in, but inside of it is really the power behind why this is a good air filter to have. I'm gonna go into that in a few minutes, and I got a great use case that I'm actually using with my family. So check out the video. So as I said, it's a pretty small purifier, very lightweight. It can be easily moved around. It doesn't really have any bells and whistles on it other than a really tiny start and stop button. It's not soft touch, it's a physical button, and it has only 2 settings. So you can run it at maximum for 2 hours, and it's fairly loud, or you can run it for 24 hours, which is a little bit softer. I would probably prefer having it running all the time so that it could clean the air and zap a ton of bacteria and viruses and other things. And I'm going to go into that in just a second. But to turn it on, you just simply press and hold the button. I did have a little bit of trouble. Sometimes it takes a little bit of force to turn it on. It's on right now. I don't know if you can hear it. My microphone's pretty close. But it is pushing out a good significant quantity of air. You push it again and it goes into the 24-hour minimum fan speed. So not too loud, enough to provide some white noise. Great in a kid's room if someone's sleeping. It generates that white noise to help them sleep potentially. And then you just simply press it again and turn it off. So I wanted to prop it up to sort of show you how easy it is to clean the HEPA filter. So the legs here, which I've already loosened, they are actually screws. So you just unscrew them. I've already done that. Take them out, and then underneath you just remove this cover. And then this right here is the HEPA filter, and you should probably change it every few months or so depending on how long you use it. But not too expensive to replace either. And then deep inside of here is where the power of this Cleantech air filter actually is, air purifier I should say, because there is a quite long UVC light bulb that basically extends the length of the filter itself. And inside also is this reflective chamber. It passes through this chamber where the UVC light is basically zapping and destroying and obliterating all types of bacteria and viruses, whereas this is taking larger particulate matter. It could be like pollen and things like that. The smaller stuff, the more dangerous stuff, maybe even the COVID-19 virus, can be zapped in here. It's not going to eliminate 100% of everything, but it is pretty close to being hospital grade, and that's what they do in hospital rooms. They have these huge UVC lights that they can come in and zap the entire hospital room with the UVC light. And UVC is dangerous to your skin and to your eyes with prolonged exposure, but that's how you destroy all the bacteria and germs and viruses that come through. So while I wouldn't recommend doing this all the time, and yeah, I'm wearing some sunglasses, who knows if that's going to be protective enough, but right now I have it turned on. I took out the HEPA filter, wanted to show you guys the light bulb. Hopefully you can see it in there, but it basically extends down, and all the viruses and bacteria and that sort of thing is being zapped right now. But this bulb probably has to be changed every 2 years, and that assumes that you are using it 24/7. So it's got a pretty long shelf life for a light bulb. But that's the UVC bulb in action. I'm going to turn it off and put everything back together. So I thought of a perfect use case for using the Cleantech air purifier. So one of my daughters is a sophomore in college. She was at home the entire year last year, but this year she got an apartment and had a bunch of suite mates. And it turns out one of the suite mates got COVID-19. She's fine, by the way, but still it was kind of a scary thing. So I was thinking that this type of a product is probably a very necessary or essential thing to have in a dorm room or an apartment or somewhere where there's a lot of potential exposure to the COVID-19 virus. So the great thing about this particular product is that UVC bulb, the big one, that is the primary function of this, is to zap out all those bacteria and viruses that are in the air. While it may not eliminate 100%, I think it's 99.9%, and it is close to being hospital grade, but it's not huge, like I said, compared to the hospital ones. It could potentially reduce the viral load of COVID-19 should it be in the air. So I'm happily giving this particular unit to my daughter. I'm hoping that she'll run it in her room 24/7, and it gives us all a better feeling of safety, and hopefully it'll protect her a little bit more than if she wasn't using it. So that's the Cleantech UVC air purifier, which has a HEPA filter and a very large UVC ultraviolet bulb for zapping viruses and bacteria. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also cover lots of other type of family tech, consumer electronics on my website, and that's at HighTechDad.com. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me on Twitter. I'm at HighTechDad, and do head over to my Facebook page at facebook.com/HTD blog. Thanks for watching.